when I see these women writing these men these way, it irks me. Hey nerds, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about something that has really been irking my nerves for a long time. We're going to be talking about romance tropes that need to die. I can't take it anymore. I've had it up to here. And that's a ways because I'm almost 6 foot, so. But before we get into that, please leave a like. It really helps me out and I appreciate it. Thank you. Now let's get into this. I'm making this video because it's a plethora of reasons, but specifically Colleen Hoover. Let me explain. Now this could be a whole video by itself. Long story short, I read her book, It Ends With Us, the one that was like really popular about a couple years ago, I think, and it pissed me off. I can't get into the reasons why it pissed me off, but I'll probably save that for a whole nother video. That'll probably be like a whole nother video that I filmed, like with just that as the topic. To make a long story short, it made me mad because that book was my last straw on seeing all these recycled and overused romance book tropes that I'm just so sick and tired of seeing, okay? So I'm gonna get into the tropes that I don't like and I think writers should stop using because we need something else. Like, we're in the same place. We've been in the same place for a long time and I think it's time for a change, don't you? I think I said this in some of my earlier videos that the reason why I didn't branch off into the romance genre is because it was a lot of the same thing. I think I said that in one of my book reviews. I think it was when I did Perfect Chemistry. Anyway, let's get into this list because there is a list. Okay. Starting off at number 1, the shy girl trope. Why? Why is it that in not all of them, but most romance novels, the main character is like this shy little fragile thing? I get that some women can be shy, especially when it comes to like this very good looking, sexy man that's like come into your life out of nowhere. But can we stop doing that? In my opinion, it's just old. It's played out. And I'm like, can we have a woman that's like sure of herself and that's like not, you know, scared to come out of her shell? Can we like mix it up a little bit here and there, everywhere maybe? The shy girl trope is just getting on my nerves at this point. I also want to add this. So I started reading like romance books at the age of 13. I feel like that is a universal thing for, you know, women or girls, but obviously I was not supposed to be reading that stuff, but I started early. I got exposed to it very early. And in the 8 years that I have known about romance novels or have been reading them on and off, it's the same thing, especially with this shy girl trope. And I'm just like, another one? Like, they come a dime a dozen at this point. Like, they're everywhere. Number 2, can we please stop with the overtly dominant male characters? At first, this was fine. I enjoyed it. I liked how a guy would like put his foot down when I'm reading these books and how he's like, you're mine, like, you know, I thought that was so spicy. But now that I'm older and I have like I have a different outlook on things, I'm just like, okay, this is like giving me the ick. It's making me cringe. It's like, it's giving alpha male, and that is the thing that I despise most about a man, fictional or real. Like, no, this is not back in the Ooga Booga days. This is not caveman territory, stop acting like a Neanderthal. That's not attractive. Now, some women find that attractive. Some women like that when they're reading about those type of men in books, which is fine, but for me, for Talia, I'm over it. No. And then what usually comes with that is like this overbearing toxic masculinity. You know what I mean? It's like they get jealous at the drop of a hat. They, you know, kind of protect the woman, like the main character, like too much for my liking. They're like not letting her go out by herself, not letting her like wear what she wants. If this were me in real life, I'm gonna say, dude, I can wear whatever the hell I want. I can go wherever the hell I want. I don't need you as my bodyguard. Like, you're supposed to be my boyfriend or whoever you are, not my security guard. And you're not my daddy. So, no. I feel like the overtly dominant male character has become like a staple in these books, because it's been done time and time again, and I've read many a romance book in my day, okay? And it's always the same. I want something new. Can we get a nice guy for once? Can we get a respectful guy for once? Can we get a guy that doesn't have, like, you know, this permeating, suffocating toxic masculinity for once? I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Like, somebody do it fast, do it now, do it good. Like, I'm tired of this shit. Moving on to the next one. No slutty best friend characters. Okay, so I have read books where usually there's a main character, the girl or the woman, and then she usually has like a roommate or a best friend that's involved as a side character, and she's usually like very slutty and whorish. Why is that the automatic typecast for the best friend character? Like, why can't we have, like, I don't know, I just see that. I mean, it's okay, like, you can be slutty, but why do I keep seeing that? Every book that I open and then they mention their best friend, they're usually slutty and they like to get around. And I'm just like, can we have a different flavor of best friend? Can we have a different flavor of best friend? Prime example, old girl from 50 Shades of Grey, what was her name? The blonde one. Katrina? Kate, girl. Why? Number 4 on the list, the past trauma tropes. Oh my god, like, this is the main, this is not the main one, but this one has been so overdone. I figure out the plot of the book before I even get halfway in it, okay? It's usually within the male character, like the love interest. He's like this dark, mysterious figure with a tortured past, and it won't allow him to love. Sick of it. Like, yeah, it was cute, it was fun, it was sweet, a good time, you know, back then, but y'all have beat that trope to a pulp, and I'm tired of it. Even sometimes you see it in the main character, and it's like, okay, we understand that you're trying to be relatable because some people do suffer from past trauma and it prevents them from opening up their heart and their mind to other people, but not every single person. What about the diversity? What about the inclusivity? Not everybody is suffering from a dark secret or a dark past, and especially the men, like, it's always the men who can't open up their heart. Like, it's me, it's not you. It's not you. I'm like, oh my god. Can you shut up already? And then, on top of that, I want to add something else, like a sub trope to that trope I just said. That made sense, I think. It's always the main character trying to heal her love interest, like, past trauma with sex. Why? You think you can put it down good enough to where he's gonna forget what happened to him and that's gonna change him? You think you can change him by putting it down? Baby, reevaluate yourself. Go ahead and log out for me. A wise woman by the name of Kenny J.D. said it best. You cannot heal people with your vagina. She said it best. That wasn't like word for word what she said, but that's in the same vein of what she said. Moving on to the next one. the pregnancy, the unexpected pregnancy. I hate this one makes me so angry because this ruins the book for me. It ruins the book. It ruins the entire plot line for me. So you know how like in a book, like the characters, like they're like messing around, they're getting to know each other, like, you know, like that. They doing a lot of stuff. And then out of nowhere, main character misses her period. The second I read those words, my period's late or whatever, I'm just like, or I see 2 pink lines on the stick. We were doing so well. I was loving this where it was going. Like, it was just the 2 of y'all, you know, getting into a relationship, like having a wonderful sexual journey, and then you fall pregnant. So we're gonna add a big-headed baby to the mix. Like, I don't know. I feel like the kids ruin it all the time. Like, it's okay sometimes. No, it's not. Why am I lying? I can't tell you like how it makes me like close my book and just like put it to the side, because like I don't even want to read it after that. And then most of the time when the pregnancy stuff happens, the man gets so, it's either one of the 2 things. The man gets really, really happy and he's excited, or the man freaks out and lashes out on the girl and then leaves and then comes back like, oh baby, I'm so sorry, I was just freaking out, I'm scared, I don't know how to raise a kid, but we can do this together. I'm sick of that. Y'all quit doing that. Quit doing that. Especially if it's just the first book too, like in the series. Quit doing that. Slow your roll. Like, pace yourself. Next on the list, the bad boy and the good girl trope. Prime examples that I can think of like off the top of my head: Anna and Christian from 50 Shades of Grey. Is it Tara? Tara and Hardin from Actor. That is just so cliche. Like, this whole list of tropes is cliche, but that one, that's like tried and true, tale as old as time. It's giving Beauty and the Beast. Like, that's what it's giving. Like, why can we switch it? Why not switch it? I would love to see a bad girl, good boy storyline that I haven't seen. I would love to see that. That would be interesting. That's gonna flip the script. This is also kind of the same thing, but not really. There's the trope where the girl is like super inexperienced, virginal sometimes, and then you have like the guy that's like a sex god or a sex expert. Oh, prime example. There's this book called Good Karma, right? This entire book, hold on, wait, I'm gonna spoil it if y'all haven't read it or even heard of it, but I'm about to spoil this shit for y'all because this is a prime example. The entire book, like the entire premise of the book, is getting this virgin, I think she's a virgin, her name's Carmen, by the way. She meets this good looking guy at this benefit or whatever they were at, this ball, and he spends months with this woman, months, showing her, like, and teaching her about sex before he takes her virginity, okay? She's a virquin, okay? She's a virquin, and then he spends the span of over 6 months, if at the least 6 months. This man is buying her books on SEX and buying her like a, I'm gonna get my video taken down. But he's teaching her about SEX so he can have SEX with her and it'll be good for her first time. If you know, first of all, it's the audacity of this man teaching her everything. I was like, honey, and here's the thing, this is one of the books that I read when I was like younger, and I thought this was great. I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. Like, he's teaching her everything that she needs to know, and it was so hot when they first, and now I'm looking at it, I'm like, you had blue balls for 6 months so you could train this grown woman to be the right sexual pursuit for you. Let's not do that trope anymore. Can we do something? Anything but that, please. Okay, this is gonna sound bad, but I gotta say it. Can we please change it up from the traditional blonde hair, blue-eyed main characters? Now, don't get me wrong. They've been great, you know. But I need to see a little more representation. I need to see more women of color. I need to see more men of color. Can I get a black woman as the main character? Can I get an Asian woman as the... Can I get a Latina, Hispanic woman as the main character? Can I get a Middle Eastern woman as the main character? Like something. It's always Susie and Becky and Brittany. No offense to them, I love all them, but I want to see more diversity, if anything. Hell, I'll even take an interracial couple. Can we see something else? I want to see the melting pot at the front line. Like, I'm tired of the people of color being like the funny best friend, the comic relief side characters. No, put them at the front line. And I know there's books out there that have that, but it's not enough. Put the POC at the front line as the main characters. Thank you very much. Next on the list. Should I even be saying that? What I'm tired of seeing is... I'm tired of seeing brats. Now, if you don't know what a brat is in terms of romance novels, look it up. Okay, basically this is like a defiant type of personality usually seen in women, and they defy like their overtly dominant male character love interest, and they get repercussions later, like in that way, in a spicy way. Okay, they misbehave on purpose so they can like have like good fun time later. Okay, and I just think that is so like childish and it's awkward. So this isn't a book, it's a movie. So if y'all seen 365 Days, if y'all seen that movie, this one right here, yeah. Prime example, Laura, she was a brat the entire time, like walking around, stopping her foot, giving him attitude, knowing what he was gonna do later. And she did that on purpose, defying him. And like people see it as like a power move, like, oh yeah, I'm being so bad, I'm gonna make him jealous on purpose, I'm gonna make him mad on purpose. No, that is so weird to me. It's always been very weird to me, and I'm just like, can we like lessen that? Even if it is like a BDSM book, and that's like a term in that, you know, community. If y'all are going to have brats in these books, portray them in a way that's not gonna make my toes itch. Thank you. And then lastly, no manipulative men. These men in these books are super hella manipulative, and I'm just like, like, why can't we have a normal person? Why can't we have normal men? I try to read stuff that is written by women to like get, you know, a non-toxic vibe, or like a you know, like an overbearing masculine vibe. And when I see these women writing these men these way, it irks me. It's like you could have chosen any characteristic for these men to have, because you can do whatever you want. You're making them, you're creating them, and you choose for them to be toxic and manipulative at the same time. Yeah. And I also want to say this. These toxic male characters is the reason why many women, especially my age, either can't find a man, or they find a man and they're the worst guy ever. y'all are reading about these fictional men with this toxic masculinity and this overbearing, you know, ooga booga caveman type of alpha male attitude, and when y'all finally manifest that, it's not a book, baby. This is real life. And when you get that, you're like, I'm not happy. I'm unsatisfied. I don't want this no more. Well, of course not, love, because you think these book characters exist. You should want a book character that exists, but one that's gonna treat you right, one that's gonna be like healthy for you, not these Christian Greys and these Ryles and whoever else, these Hardens. You don't want a Christian Grey. You don't want a Harden. You don't want a Ryle. Get something better for yourself, queen. But yeah, that's my entire list. So, I'm done ranting. So that concludes our video for today. Please leave a like and comment down below, like, what's your favorite romance book, or if you've ever read one before, and just let me know in the comments if you wanna. And subscribe if you want to. I will see y'all on the next go round. Okay, bye.